Hello and welcome to Silver Wheel Tarot. My name is April. Today we're going to be doing a Celtic Cross reading. I am using the original spread from the book The Pictorial Key to the Tarot by Arthur Edward Waite, and I am using that version as I interpret it from the book. I pre-shuffled twice and I am shuffling again one more time. With this spread, Waite in his book shuffles and cuts 3 times. Okay. And then we pull the cards off the top. All right, so what did we shuffle for? The reading is about whether or not you should embark on a new journey in some sort of craft or activity or hobby or interest of yours that you have either been thinking about for a long time, had a casual interest in, or it could have come on suddenly for you, right? So it really depends on the person, but this is a collective group reading. So if you come across it and you feel led to the reading or just inspired by it, then it is for you. The card we have here is the significator. I chose the Wanderer or the Fool because this is a new journey and new beginning, something that you may want to start. And we are looking to see what are your energies around this potential new hobby or activity or gathering. If there's a group of people you want to start hanging out with, it can be anything like that. And then also what the influences are. So the influence cards run along the center line of the reading, and typically based on how the significator is facing depends on the positioning of them. So to the left, we are going to have the past influence, and to the right will be the near future influence, and then the card to the right of that is your environment, the influence of your family, your friends, your job, whatever that may be. Already shuffled. Okay, so with that, let's go ahead and dive in with this version of the Celtic Cross. The original version, we shuffled 3 times and we were pulling straight off the top for all the cards, one at a time. This Wanderer would represent your energy in the present. This is you wanting to embark on a journey, okay? Next we have the 8 of Bows, and this is the present energy for the influences. This is giving me a real big sense of community, home, environment, with hearth fire here in this gathering. So whatever activity you are thinking about starting on would be one that it would be like a camaraderie or a community of sorts, a gathering, a group of friends, a small community. Possibly even 8 or less people total, so a small group of individuals, maybe all with the same hobby or interest or a club of some sort, you know, intimate gathering type of a hobby, or you'll have that feeling within the group. Okay, so the next card is the combined energy, your energy of wanting to go onto this new adventure, the energy of the adventure you want to go on, this hobby or interest that you want to start learning is a very homely, healthy, kith and kin type feeling to it, okay? So the combined energy. Queen of Cups. And salmon, it's got a salmon swimming up trees. It's a very prosperous energy. One full of love, with the heart here with the queen. Ooh, a lot of wisdom here too. The prosperity could be in the area of the wisdom that you'll gain, the wisdom of your heart, maybe some heart healing with the group of people that you might end up being involved with around this hobby. A very nourishing environment, a wise environment, one where there's a lot of deep learning here, inner learning as well as outer learning. So whatever activity this is, it's a very nurturing energy, almost like soul healing type energy, right? We also have the Queen of Vessels here, and that can represent a person. And I feel like this Queen of Vessels in this combined energy is, again, it's playing on this inner and outer worlds type energy. And the court cards are very much the bridge type energy between the inner and the outer world. Oh, and we have a major arcana and a minor arcana here. This is beautiful. This is in a full circle. This has the inner world of the major arcana, the life lessons that you can learn in this activity or group, the wisdom it's going to bring you. You will end up being this Queen of Vessels in this combined energy if you embark on it. It's a very beautiful energy combined to start with. Okay, so let's see where this is going. So next we have what crowns you, and this is again going to be your energy in the area of your mind surrounding maybe your hopes and goals for this Page of Stones. Another court card. Ooh, but I love that this links. Is walking on these branches, but these branches, for some reason, reminded me of roots. Maybe roots above ground. Again, there is this link to wisdom and learning. And while the court cards can represent people, they don't have to necessarily represent people, okay? But I am still very much getting this as it is your energy in this space. So this is you. Oh, I get it. Okay. So your hopes and dreams for this activity, the amount you want to grow and learn, it's like you're climbing on these roots of this tree that are above ground. So you want to be connected to the roots, the wisdom of something, the groundedness of something, to have something that is stable for you, and to gain some wisdom, right? We're around a tree and stones here, which is the earth element. The earth element in the mind. So something that is going to give you wisdom, a groundedness in your knowing of something. This activity you want to learn is something you really want to develop and learn and know and gain a wisdom from the knowledge you learn. Okay, and so what we see here with the combined energy in the present here is that there is a great possibility for that to actually happen, okay? Because this is your hopes. This is what you're hoping for, and it could be based on the current energy, like it's a match. It's a fit for you at this time, right? This activity that you want to learn and embark on. It's a good fit, is what I'm seeing here. It's very much in alignment with your thoughts and your ideas and your hopes for it. The energy of it very much matches that. Okay. But you're also going into it from a very wise position in the sense of, this is a page. You know that you are at the beginning of your learning, that it is something new. You're not expecting to, jump in and be a wise sage about it. Okay. You know that there's learning, but that is what you want. You want to learn. You have this desire to learn this activity or this hobby. It could be a mental interest as well. It doesn't have to be physical. It can be any area, something you're interested in. That is going to be different for everybody. Okay, so let's see you in the past. Okay, this is what's beneath you. This is maybe what has supported this, or maybe something that you have grown from that has caused you to reach this point. This is you in the past, your energy in the past. 5 of Cups, 5 of Vessels. Beautiful card. I see that you've reached this place of self-knowing. It's almost a very magical place. You can see she's dancing around in a pentacle there, with a wand and a rattle, and she's dancing, and she's got the sky above her. And the key word on this particular deck says ecstasy. I love this variation of this 5 of Cups, because typically in a 5 of Cups you might see a person facing 3 tipped over cups, where on a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck you would anyways, and there's 2 cups behind them. So there is an inheritance, or something that remains, or something that is gained from a previous loss. But in this card, they're celebrating. So I feel like what you have lost wasn't necessarily a loss, but something that you've let go of in the past. Maybe these old pieces of you that are no longer serving you, or something that maybe was horrible that you had to go through, but you've grown from it. You have faced the challenge. You have embraced the suck, right? You have hit it face on in a way that you're like, you know what? If I'm going to go through this, I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to be better from it. You've essentially taken that 5 of Cups energy in your past, where someone would be typically facing the 3 tipped over cups, and you have turned around and faced the 2 cups that are remaining, and you're ready to go. You have learned from it. You have grown from it. You have found the silver lining in whatever situations you've been in the past. This could be in other areas around dealing with people, or having a group activity, being involved in something, right? A club, a group, an interest, a hobby, whatever it is. Maybe you've had bad experiences in the past, possibly for some of you, or it could be completely unrelated, right? Maybe it doesn't have to be a hobby. This could just be something that you grew through personally. But I see in the past that you finally reached this point, this like ecstasy, this aha moment of, yes, I did it. I have healed. I'm whole. I know who I am. I know what I want. I understand the lessons to learn from the things I've been through. It's very much the positive aspects of this card, the what remains, the what's inherited from what you've received from the lessons or the hard times you've been through, instead of looking at the negative aspect of it. So it's a very beautiful place to be coming from. Your energy, it is awesome. It's spot on. It is in alignment with this hobby or interest or new path you want to go on, that most likely involves being around people again, with regards to this interest. Okay, so let's look at the past and the future of the influence around you with regards to this interest. Okay, so this is the past. Yeah. Six of Stones. You've had some heartache, some loss, maybe you've been taken advantage of, maybe people didn't value you. You've learned your own value though. You don't need others to validate you anymore. That's what we see here with this Five of Cups, okay? But your experiences in the past, it's all been burnt down before. You've lost everything, maybe over and over again, up to 6 times even, where you've tried to embark on something new, get involved with a group or an activity or something fun, or you want to learn something and then you found out it's not for you. Or maybe the group of people were just not a right fit, right? The influences around you in the past with regards to something similar to what you want to start now really didn't end well for you. It was hard for you for whatever reason. Whether it just wasn't a fit or people wronged you. You know, sometimes people are just nasty. You know, hurt people hurt people. But you have learned that, you know, it's not really about these other people or the people you're involved with. It's about you, your growth, your self-worth, your value. And this is why, this is that lesson that you've learned. And so now you are in this prime position right now to really branch out and reach out again and give it another try, a fresh start, a new beginning, a new hobby, a new group of people, a new set of friends, going in it, knowing that the energies are really good here. A lot of heart energy, a lot of grounded energy, and you're very much in alignment with it. You are ready for it. And the energies around this hobby in the present are very good, right? We go from, let me move this so you can see, from the past in this type of thing, from just devastation, right? Exploitation, you know, there might have been some gaslighting and stuff going on, that kind of stuff, to the energies around what you want to start. This is a hearth fire. This is like a family, like a group of friends or people or an activity that feels like home to you, okay? Full of love. We have this Queen of Vessels here. So yeah. Okay, so let's see what's in the future for this. The future influences, near future. Some challenges. Nah, yes, no. This is good though. It's kind of like a test in a way. This card, the Great Bear, this is the Judgment card, okay? So this is an initiation or an awakening, depending on what your beliefs are, okay? This could be a rebirth. It could be, yeah, like a rebirth and an awakening, an initiation of some sort, right? So, see the stars above this bear here? It's like you've learned your lessons, okay? And you are in perfect alignment with this new activity you want to participate in and learn and grow in. Your mind is in the right place. Your heart is in the right place. And this being in the influences area, it's going to offer you such a huge opportunity to renew yourself, to really push your boundaries, to grow, to expand, to become anew to who you know you are, right? You've done the work. You're in the right mental space. You're in the right heart space. And now it is time to spread your wings. Well, there's a lot of work and challenge in that, sure. It's not easy. Initiations aren't easy, but they're worth it. There's value in it, right? You might be even doing some course of study, okay, where in the near future it's going to bring you to this place where you might get to test what you've learned, okay? A test or an initiation or I don't want it to sound like, the energy coming through isn't like taking a school test, right? Like, oh my gosh, I'm going to pass or fail. It's not like that. It's a test of your heart, but not a test is such a harsh word for this. It's a knowing. It's a choice to go into that cave, to go deep inside your heart space in all that you are, into that darkness, despite any lingering fears or challenges, right? That's what the bear is there for. But it's a doorway for you. And if you choose this, it's going to go someplace magnificent. It's a good thing. But it's also a learning process, which you want, but it will be worth it. Initiation type energy is coming through. So it's like you embark on this interest or this group of people, this club, or hobby. I'm trying to think of different words to explain it because it can be different for everybody. But whatever it is, it's like you go in and you're the novice and you're the beginner and you're the student and you're going in to learn. But the opportunity in the near future for you, if you decide to go on this path, is one of excellence, of excelling, of going from eventually from student to expert kind of energy, to excel, to expand in a way that you can share it with others. Now, that's not what's in the near future. The near future is the initiation into this, but that is what comes, right, with an initiation, right? So you have this, life is a series of lessons, okay? This is the first step. You choose to go on this path. It has wonderful opportunities for you to excel, to grow, to attain personal excellence in some area. This is not about other people. This is about you inside, in your soul, in who you are. In your being, there is this opportunity for growth. And if you choose to go on this, then there will be some sort of initiation into the process. So yes, still very much a beginner, but being initiated into this area of knowing. Okay. All right. Next card is yourself. So yes, the significator card represents your energy in the current, but it's very much representative of the situation, like what you're hoping for, what the question is of the reading. This card here is you right now, your energy, your personal fire, your passions. This is you right now. Oh, Two of Bows. You have a decision to make. That is right where you're at. And look at it. You're on fire, and both the staves are on fire, and you're up in these stars. These stars are showing up everywhere. And the choice is yours. But you know you have a choice to make. That's where you're at. You're at this decision of, okay, I have this. You're making a decision. But you haven't decided yet. Okay. The next card is the influence card of your environment. This is your home, your family, your friends, your work, anything that might influence you, could even be social media, anything that is external, close to you, that in some way is going to influence this decision that you're making. What is the energy of it? Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. Feel like you're going head to head with some sort of energy. And the reason I say that is your combined energy with the energy of the thing you want to pursue is a Queen of Cups. Okay. Then we have in the external energy, this is a person. This is someone that you are going head to head with, because this Queen of Wands or bows, is very much fire energy, but it's this darkness. Look at the darkness in this hair. Looks like she is ready for a fight. Okay. It's a very like someone standing there with their chest puffed up and like in your face and be like, okay, you want to do this? Well, you got to pass me, kind of energy. Like it's a little bit of opposition. It's a little bit of a challenge. It could be very much this bear energy here. Like you have to face this down in some way in order to go into your cave. So there is some tough energy around you. This can be lingering from the past energies here. Okay, this exploitation or destitution like came to mind. It's an old influence that still influences you in some way. So whether that's a person or a job, someone at a job, I'm getting this is an entity in a sense. It's like a person, or it could be even a thought form that you have that's holding you back. That's not going to be for very many people. For most, it's going to be a person, maybe a parent or a friend or a companion, somebody that you're close with that influences your decision. For most, that's going to be what it is. But for some of you, this being entity could be a thought form that you have, an old belief system that you haven't completely let go of. I don't feel like that's for many people because we have this 5 of Cups here. If you felt like you didn't really resonate with facing the 2 cups going in the right direction, like you're still maybe facing the old challenges or have some doubt because of the old challenges despite the growth you've had, this could be a thought process for you, a belief system, right? And beliefs are just anything that you believe in. A belief, if you believe the sky is purple, but it's blue, but you really believe it's purple, right? It is this belief system. It is something that you believe in that could be getting in your way. But for most of you, it's a person in your environment that maybe you're worried how they're going to react. But this is a shadowy card, right? It's very shadowy. This is like okay. It's like the shadow energy of someone close to you in your environment that is affecting you. So you just got to bring some light to the shadow somehow. It might be more fear-based with this bear here, right? So there is a tough energy in your environment. This is the influence, and it's influencing you. But you've got to take a close look at it, okay? Are you afraid of the shadows of the past? Are you afraid that the shadow type energy, worst case scenario might come up? Is it really this person? Or is it your fear leaning on past instead of current energy? Are you leaning on this or are you leaning on this? Okay, that is this challenge that you're gonna face. It's gonna bring you into this initiation, this awakening, this aha, this growth, this bringing you into a new era of knowing of yourself and of whatever this is that you want to learn and grow in life. Okay, this facing down of this energy. But I'm getting that this energy might not even really, it's not like a threat. It's like a shadow of it. It's like you've had a hard time with somebody before. Maybe you saw things differently. Maybe you have like an analogy, a best friend, and you guys always agreed on everything. And then you wanted to do something and they felt the exact opposite, and it kind of blew up in your face and caused problems. Okay. But you're leaning on a past memory, and that's a shadow of it, and that is a fear, and that's an anxiety, and that is that memory or that knowing or that past experience is kind of creating this shade for you that is just like I'm afraid to step into all this goodness, which is like perfectly aligned, positive energy, everything's good, new awakening. Are you brave enough to face it? You have to be brave enough to face your fear of failure. You've had failures in the past. You've had things not work out for you, and the shadow of that is weighing heavy on you in your environment. But I'm getting that a lot of that is not real, true energy. It is an illusion meant to keep you back, or meant to strengthen you, embolden you, empower you to step up to the plate to do it. Have you really learned what you want to learn? Do you really want to step into that cave? Do you really want to experience this wonderful life, this hearth fire, this companionship, this knowing the inner self that, do you want it? Are you brave enough to face the fact that you've had failures before and it could happen again? But you'll never know if you don't face it. And this energy here is so good, right? Like, I feel like this is already wrapping up into the hopes and fears, or hopes and fears. So with this version of the Celtic Cross, it is hopes or fears, this position here, or hopes and fears. So let's see what it says, because I feel like we're dipping into that already. Oh, it's tricky energy. Look at that fox. You are psyching yourself out, girl. I heard. That means something to somebody. The message is not just for girls, but that's what I heard in my head was, you are psyching yourself out, girl. It's funny. Yeah. Oh gosh, get out of your head with this. Get into your heart. That's where it is. What do you want? And go for it, even if you're afraid of it, because there is this tricky energy here. Foxy energy within your hopes and your fears. Oh, if you get in your head about that could twist you up all kinds of sideways. And it's just a shadow. It's just an illusion. It is in your presence, and the illusion is present. It's current. It's there. But stop looking at the bear and just start looking at the cave and go through it. It's not really going to hurt you. It's a trickster energy here. It could also be a little tricky maneuvering. Yes, right? You may need to keep your wits about you if you really have a person in your present that doesn't feel the same way, but that's never a reason to not go after your heart, okay? It's actually a reason to go for it even more. But there are compassionate ways that you can work around tricky situations with other people. If they don't see things the way you do, you can still come from a place of empathy and compassion. And with the Queen of Vessels here, it is so possible. Okay, you can consider other people's feelings about things while still embracing your heart's desire here. And I mean, come on, this is a hobby, this is an activity, it's an area of learning that's going to bring you deep personal, for some of you, spiritual growth, right? Depends on your beliefs. But it's deep, you know, and it's good, and it's growth, and it's a very positive thing. And you've got to face down your fears and get out of your head and get into your heart, because this tricky energy of your hopes and fears, get out of your fears and into your hopes about this. Okay? You could be totally psyching yourself out over everything. Which is why you haven't made this decision yet, and you're just like completely on fire. You're like, I want it, but what do I do, right? Well, follow your heart. You are the Queen of Vessels after all in this reading. Your combined energy with what you want to do. And that's why your links here is on the roots. Your thoughts are not the roots, but you're on the roots. Those are the roots of like of a tree, diving deep, the wisdom, the groundedness. And again, this fox is standing on the roots. You aren't the groundedness, but you are standing on the groundedness. I mean, I don't know how to explain what I'm seeing here. You're right there. Your thoughts are in the right direction as to what you want to do, but your thoughts are tricky right now, because any thoughts based on these old fears, you need to listen to your heart instead. So the thoughts that for your hopes and fears, the thoughts that you want to pay attention to, right? Your hopes, dreams here need to be in alignment with your heart. If it's not in alignment with your heart, then it's in alignment with these old fears, which are an illusion, because you've already worked through that stuff, okay? All right, let's see what the final outcome is, okay? This is the combined energy of your energy and your influences to have the outcome. So if this was the near future of your influences, and this is the near influence of you, and you in the present, this is the combined energy. This is the outcome of it all, right? What are you deciding? 9 of Arrows. Dedication. You're picking it up. Oh, I love this. So this is the 9 of Swords, okay? But what I'm seeing here is you are picking up the arrow again. You have all these past tries, and you're doing it again. You are dedicating to yourself, and the arrow is over the heart. And the eyes are closed. You're going inward to make this decision. You're going to spend some time in contemplation. It's not going to be a quick decision, but you are closing your eyes to the fears, to the past hurts, to all these arrows that are every which way there. And you're moving forward. I want to see something. Let me see. I need a... feel pulled to pull the Nine of Swords out of a traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck right now. I don't usually do, but yeah, okay. So this is the traditional card for the Nine of Swords, and this is the one in this deck. And here's what I'm seeing the difference of. This is very much an inner turmoil and inner struggle. Oh, I love it. But yet again, like the very positive aspect, right? Like this Five of Cups. The traditional one is kind of a negative reflection of the energies of the card, looking at the 3 poured down cups instead of the 2 that remain, or the inheritance that is coming. But you've embraced and faced what you've gained instead of the loss. You let go of the loss. Well, learning this lesson, I love this. Okay, so learning this lesson in your heart space, you being everything you need for you, embracing what you have, things you're going for, and learning to let go what you've lost or things that are no longer serving you, and learning how to do that in the heart space, which has enabled to bring you to this here. Again, tapping into your heart, what your heart wants, what you desire, is going to help you face these fears that remain in your mind, okay? And needing to tap into this, only the thoughts that align with your heart, okay? And in doing so, and maybe that's why I felt like using this deck in particular, because the imagery that is on these cards. In the traditional one, all the 9 are on the wall, and this person's got this inner conflict and turmoil and nightmares and can't sleep. Okay? Not here. Again, this is like the opposite spectrum of this card, because everything has positive and negative, light and dark, and a balance of the energies. So even though this card may a lot of times signify that inner turmoil, depending on your life growth, your influences, your life experiences, the things you've been through, your perspective, the thoughts, right? Your view on things. If your view is coming, if you're focusing only on those views that align with your heart and you're coming from the heart space, then that 9th arrow, it's not on the wall. It's over your heart. And the eyes are closed, but she's at peace. She's making that decision that is right for her and not paying attention to these old hurts and the pains. And that's going to bring you this as you go through this. That choice in the near future that you haven't made yet, this is the initiation into it. You have to step over that threshold if you're going to do this. And you have to face down that fear of things possibly not working out. But unlike this 9 of Wands, or sorry, 9 of Swords, where it's like they automatically gave up before they even got there. No, this is the opposite of that energy. This is the most positive energy you can have from this card. This is choosing not to look at the shade and the shadow and the darkness. It is to face it and bring the light into it and say, you know what? I know what I'm doing. I'm going to do this again. And this is a passion. This is a desire. This is something I want to learn. This is who I want to be. And you're going to focus on only those things that really stoke that inner fire within you for personal growth and development. What is right for you, what you want. You will find a way around these challenges, but I am really seeing that these challenges, whoever this person is that maybe disagrees with what you want to do, it's not about them. It's about the shadow of the past experiences and you having to face that fear. Okay. And the outcome that I see is that you choose to face that fear. You choose to cross the threshold. You choose to go in the direction that you want to go, that you know is right for you, what is aligned with your thoughts and your hearts, right? Facing that fear and doing what you want to do. That is beautiful. I love this for you. That's a lot of self-growth in this. I mean, something as simple as wanting to start a new hobby. A lot of times things are a lot deeper than they appear on the outside. And people go through a lot of choices that have to be made in order to go there. But I see you are going to make the decision that is right for your heart. You are embracing this Queen of Vessels. You are walking over the threshold, and you are aligning your thoughts with your heart in order to make this decision and overcome these tricky hopes and fears that are plaguing you right now. You're going to get through it. Yeah, so go for it. Be blessed. All right, I hope that was helpful. I'll see you all next time.